What's up, gamers? Barry here. Just jumping on, doing a really quick Sega News Bits live, and I say really quick, and then after 30 minutes I realize it wasn't so quick. But yeah, just wanted to drop in, do a video, let you all know what's going on with the website, with the podcasts. So if you want to catch me and the Sonic Weekly crew, we are on the Sonic Weekly YouTube channel, or I should say I guest on it. We do our Sonic Racing Cross Worlds reviews, so you can check that out. I give a letter grade before I actually wrote the actual written review for SegaBits.com. And the main reason I've been putting it off, other than the fact that they sent the review code on the day of release, which, you know, it's kind of like, would be nice to get it a few weeks in advance. But the reason is because I want to experience some of the game as it rolls out. This is a game that's going to be like alive for the next year plus, so I don't want to give a final review. I don't even think you can give a final review on Sonic Racing Cross Worlds until we're like maybe 6 months out and really get a feel about how these guest racers release, how Sega handles that. We don't even have an official announcement from Knights, even though Knights is on the back cover, which is kind of funny to me. But yeah, so you can check me out on Sonic Weekly, and then tomorrow, tentatively planned, is a part 2 podcast with Sonic Weekly where you have to go listen to that episode, and then there's a little bit of channel awesome crossover nonsense we baked into it, where, you know, like we like cross through a ring portal, and I just spoiled it. But where do we end up? We end up on the SegaBit Swing and Report show live. So I'm going to have all the members of Sonic Weekly on, and yeah, we'll continue the conversation. We're going to talk about I want to talk about the canonicity of Team Sonic Racing and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I want to talk about how their podcast got started, so that'll be fun. Also, we have Arcade Adventure this month. It's going to be a meetup at the Galloping Ghost Arcade, Brookfield, Illinois, on Saturday, October 25th. I believe that's it. And it runs from, boy, I should have this information at the top of my head, but it'll be in the afternoon. You can go to segabits.com. You can search it out. I'm actually going to pin it to the top of the page of the website in the next few days, so it'll always be up there leading up to the event. But when you get there, you can pick up one of our stickers. This is from Chelsea, very great fan artist and official artist. Well, she's done work for Sega, so that's really cool. And if you come early, you can get the whole set of stickers. I believe we have 5 of them right now, so that'll be a lot of fun. I can't promise this, but I did talk to the owner of Galloping Ghost Arcade, Doc Mack, and he said that they will work to try to get the special room open that has the R360. It has a Galaxy Force 2 machine, and it has the deluxe version of Thunderblade, all in one room. It's amazing. I've been in there once, but I have not used the R360 yet. So that's to come, and again, that's a maybe on the R360. I can't promise that, but it's a maybe. So as far as what's going on in the news, the 2 things I want to talk about, Hatsune Miku Festival. Hatsune Miku, she's actually right. You see her right there? I have a little Miku rep. There she is. She's next to the Joypolis mascot. There she is right there. And George didn't want to do one of these with me, so I hope he's watching, because he's going to have some fun with Miku. But I wanted to just talk about how the festival went, what I thought about it. So essentially, in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, you get a free character a month. It seems like they are Sega or Atlas related. Miku is obviously not owned by Sega, but has a strong partnership with Sega. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think Sega even owns like some sort of stake in Miku, like possibly. So yeah, essentially you get Miku, you get her board, and then a few days after the game released, or about a week or something, we had the Miku Festival. And it ran from, I believe, what was it, the 2nd until the 5th, like in the evening to the 5th. And unfortunately, I was busy that day of, and I didn't have my PlayStation Plus renewed. So the next day, I finally started playing the Miku Festival. I got in maybe an hour and a half that first day. The next day, I was kind of busy. I managed to get in maybe 45 minutes. And then the day after that, I tried to cram in another hour and a half. And I'll be honest, I think they need to extend these festivals by a day or two. Or someone's mentioned in the Sega Bits Discord that Fortnite or whatever, they would do things where they repeat it like a few weeks later. And I think that would be awesome, because to have it over a weekend, like imagine you're visiting your granny or you're on vacation or something, and you can't have some fun with Miku the first time. You miss out on all these like Miku stickers and Miku horns and Miku titles. So I really wish that the festivals were maybe a day or two longer, or that they would repeat them like a week from now or 2 weeks from now. But I also understand that people dislike that the festival takes over the online mode and that's all you can do. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that they don't just like have Miku Festival as its own thing within online that you can opt into. It is kind of odd that for a solid 3 or 4 days you cannot play the basic online mode. As far as the rewards themselves, I thought they were pretty nice. I like the decals. I like the horn was cool. I did not manage to get the very final unlock just because the festival ended at such a weird time. For me, it ended at 8 p.m. And it's like, I could have gotten the kids to bed and then jumped on at 8:30, 9 o'clock and played for an hour and wrapped that up. But that 8 o'clock cutoff time is so weird. I wish it was maybe midnight your time zone, so that you could play into the night. I feel like it's too tight of a time frame. Unless you are you have nothing else going on, you can cram through and get all this stuff. But really, if you work a job and you have a family, you can't have fun with Miku. And I want to have some fun with Miku. And who is Hatsune Miku? Well, you can watch a Domino's Pizza video all about that. But I had fun with it. I was actually surprised by the Team Sonic Racing representation and all the rules. And I was like, is this really how Team Sonic Racing played? Because I'm enjoying this. Why wasn't I enjoying Team Sonic Racing? So I might go back and just revisit TSR for 30 minutes this week, just to kind of remind myself what was up with that game and why didn't that click with me, but this one did. Though I'm guessing it's because TSR has really wide racetracks, not a lot going on, small roster. Maybe that's it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the future festivals. A part of me just wants to collect all the add-ons. So I'm not so bothered about the titles, but the decals and the horns, I kind of want. And for about over 10 years, I played The Simpsons Tapped Out, and on the iPhone, and I would play every single event. I would try to collect every single thing. I don't know why, it was just an addiction for me. And so I've been looking for a new taste. And so I'm actually really excited about these festivals, even if it's Minecraft, which I have no interest in. I want to get all those Minecraft stickers. I want to make a Haichu Minecraft Zaz car in the ugliest colors. I think that would be awesome. And I'm looking forward to the guest racer tracks. I don't know how it'll be kind of weird racing through Bikini Bottom and the but I think the Ninja Turtles track could be really cool. I'd love to see a New York City where you go above ground, then you go down into the sewers. I think that could be really cool. But yeah, more to come on Cross Worlds, and you can watch the Sonic Weekly Cross Pod tomorrow. The other bit I want to talk about was this press release that went out yesterday from SEGA, from Tokyo, Japan. This is the SEGA Corporation and the International Olympic Committee. So I'll show you some of the graphics they sent along here. You can see them. This is from Tokyo. So SEGA teams up with IOC on a new multi-year licensing agreement celebrating the Olympic brand and Sonic the Hedgehog. Where's Mario? I don't see Mario mentioned anywhere. Should I read this whole thing? Yeah, it's pretty short. Today, the SEGA Corporation and the International Olympic Committee, the guardian of the Olympic Games and the leader of the Olympic movement, announced a new multi-year agreement celebrating the legacies of Sonic the Hedgehog and the Olympic brand. The first look at the upcoming Five Rings collaboration is available now, featuring the Olympic rings with a Super Sonic the Hedgehog spin. This sneak peek into the custom art highlights the connection with Sonic and the core Olympic values, including excellence, respect, and friendship. SEGA and IOC are seeking key partners for a full merchandise collection to launch in 2026. Now notice there's no mention of video games yet. Like, there's all this like merchandise, it's like Spaceballs. Quote, "We are committed to fostering respectful and inclusive communities across the globe at SEGA," said Shuji Utsumi, President and COO, Representative Director of SEGA Corporation. "Partnering with the International Olympic Committee allows us to bring these values to the forefront, especially with the Five Rings program, and celebrate the innovative and diverse spirit both of these brands promote." The IOC had something to say too. So they said, "The IOC is delighted to unite with SEGA for this exciting new chapter for the Olympic brand, embracing the power of storytelling and innovation to engage with audiences globally," says Elizabeth Alleman, Deputy, IOC. "By combining the universally recognized Olympic rings with the beloved character of Sonic, we are creating fresh opportunities for fans and ages to experience the spirit of sport and play in new and memorable ways, yada, yada, yada. Through the forging of the agreement," like, I'm just looking for some mention of like a video game. It doesn't look like it says here, like, "through the sale of official merchandise, collectibles, and souvenirs, the Olympic licensing programs." So this is for merch and gear, branded stuff. It seems like SEGA opted for one of the lower tier. It just does not seem like we look at these cool things. Yeah, it's just like logos. But yeah, it really just seems like we're going to be seeing shirts with this stuff on it. Nothing too exciting, repurposed art. Is this from Free Riders or something? Like, what? It looks familiar. Oh, snowboard. I feel like they might have used some render like that before. Shadow front and center. So there he is. But it is going with the rings. So we have Sonic, Tails, Shadow, not Vector the Crocodile. It should have been. And then Red Knuckles. Wouldn't it be great if Amy got sidelined for Vector? That would be awesome. But yeah, Green Amy. Maybe Ken Penders wrote some story where Amy touched the Master Emerald and like absorbed its powers. Maybe that's a story to come. Maybe that's what is it, Surge or whatever? Anyway. Yeah, so I don't really know what to think of that. Kind of unexciting. I guess that the word is boring. Unexciting. I don't know what anyone else is going to think about this, but like, yeah, as mentioned by Elk in the comments, Sega's going pretty hard on Sonic merchandise and crossovers today and for a while. Yeah, it's just like we've had so many where they team up with weird clothing brands. Like I was goofing on them a while ago. It's like, what was one, like Stray Rats? Like, do you really want to wear a shirt like with a really cool Sonic, like 16-bit art that you never get on a shirt, but then the trade-off is having like stray rats, like bursting pimples. Sega and Sonic has teamed up with the clothing brand Bursting Pimples, and like you get the sweetest Sonic and Knuckles logo you've ever seen on a shirt, but then it has like underneath of it Bursting Pimples. Like, that's just how I feel. And it's like $60 t-shirts. I don't know. I'd rather go to Walmart and get something that says like, don't hate the player, hate the game, and it's got like a really bad drawing of Sonic on it going like this. But yeah, that's pretty much the news. Hatsune Miku Festival delights. Sonic at the Olympics disappoints. I'm interested to see what people think about both of these bits of news in the comments. Hey, that's the name of the video, News Bits, and this is live. But outside of that, yeah, like I said, Arcade Meetup on the 25th. Google Segabits Arcade Adventure, and you will find that. It's the 4th one. Come on out. You get a Amy Rose sticker, and people who come out early get all of them. Yeah, you can go crazy with Sonic right now, as mentioned also by Elk. Sonic stuff's in Rocket League, including the Sonic Porsche. Sonic's everywhere. You can't escape him, but we need him now more than ever. Sonic, come and save us. So that will be it for Sega News Bits Live. We'll see you next time. And, I should also plug Sega News Bits without the live. No live. Can I cover it up? No, I can't because it's on top. Just don't look at the live. Is returning. George and I are recording one or two every few weeks, putting them out there. Right now we are talking about the problematic man who has returned in Yakuza Kiwami 3. And we have some previous ones we talked about. So you can check those out on the Sega News Bits, what's the YouTube word, thing, where all the stuff is. So that'll do it. See you next time. And game on, gamers.